Thank you very much, John, for agreeing to give us some time today for this webinar. I know you're excited because it's your first one. We're all excited to hear from you as well. We're looking for an engaging audience today, and so I'm sure it's going to be fabulous.
It will be, Andy.
Yeah. What I'd just like to ask you, obviously I've queued everybody up saying there's the number one skill that people are going to need in today and for the future. Yes. It's that's something they're definitely going to need. What is it? What's it all about?
I believe with my 40 years of experience, Andy, everything in life, if you have big goals, you always attract big problems. But most people don't know how to solve problems. They get stressed up, they moan, they backstab, they complain. But there's a skill in solving problems. And there's problems in workforce, there's problems in sales, there's problems in family life. But people have never been educated how to solve the problems with the left and right brain.
Ah, right. Okay. Can you tell us more about how they solve problems with the left and right brain?
Well, all the time, Andy, we've got 100 billion brain cells, and the brain's there to make us feel more confident, high self-esteem, have a great life in financial freedom. But the brain is there to keep us healthy. But the big thing about the brain is it has a left brain hemisphere and a right brain hemisphere, and that's how you solve problems with the left brain and the right brain. Mm-hmm. It's a unique way, and top people around the world are doing this all the time. They don't get stressed up every time they've got a problem. They use the left brain hemisphere and the right brain hemisphere. It's so easy. A child of 5 or 6 could do it.
That's amazing. So what is it about problem solving that makes it the number one skill?
Well, I think, as I said before, Andy, life is just a journey. And every time you want to achieve something, you have a vision, you have a dream, or you have a goal, it attracts big problems. The universe is testing us out. But most people have a problem, then they quit, or they moan and they never achieve their goals and the dreams. But top people know how to solve problems, and that's why they're always successful and have a happy family life and run a great business.
Right. One of the things that I've heard about sales particularly, and it can be sales of any product or service,
right,
is that 70% of sales are brought to happen because people want a problem solved.
Exactly, Andy. And salespeople should know how to solve problems, not going back into the old-fashioned ways. They should know, they should educate themselves, but they don't. They stay in comfort zones and they do the things that they used to do years ago. And even Harvard Business School have made 3 predictions, and they said there's going to be more change in the next 2 years than our grandparents had in the whole of their lifetime.
Wow.
And the second prediction, they said there's going to be more competition than ever before. People are learning to use the brain, solve problems, and be better. And the third prediction is there's going to be more opportunities than ever before. And they say you've got to grab the opportunities. But the fourth prediction, they said, if people don't change quickly enough and learn how to solve problems, they don't learn the skills how to beat the competition, and they don't grab the opportunities for the future, because we're living in the golden age, they're going to go bust in 2 years' time.
Wow.
This is Harvard.
That's Harvard. That's amazing. That's good to know that. And that's good information for our listeners today.
That's right,
But this is not backed up by Harvard Business School as well.
That's right.
So it's coming from the top people in the world.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So in business, people who are employed, why are people employed in business? What's the purpose of it?
Well, the purpose, all of us have got to be problem solvers. We've always got to be. When you're employed, you're a manager, if you're just an employee who works hard, you're there to solve a problem, work hard to solve problems, and that's what bosses, they do say, all of us, they forget the titles, or do this or do this. Top companies around the world are saying to their employees and their managers, you're all problem solvers. Wow. That's why we employ you.
That's why you
are a problem solver.
Right. So the company has a problem. They employ somebody to address that problem.
You're spot on, Andrew.
Fantastic.
Spot on. Well done.
And the other thing that strikes me about problems is the bigger the problems, the more valuable they are. Is that right?
Too right, Andy. The more problems you get and the bigger the problems and you can solve, it's just a learning curve. There's just I'm going to learn from this. I'm going to solve this problem, and it makes you stronger. It shows you courage, your determination, and you look back and say, "I'm delighted to solve that problem." But they say the average person, when they have a problem, they moan, they complain, they go drinking, they can't sleep at night, they go home to the family, long faces on them. But top people use the right and left brain before they even go home, and that's why top people who know how to solve problems are always in demand. They get recruited from other companies, their businesses grow. It's just common sense.
Well, John, can you tell me a time when you've used this tool to good effect?
Well, Andy, I was in a company, a big corporate company, and one of my goals was to be the regional director. Then I come across knowledge of how to solve problems, and I then started using the right and left brain. And this company, so every time I had a problem, when other directors and managers were moaning and complaining and getting stressed up and sacking people, I used to go problem, cause, solution, action, using the left and right brain. And I got promotion after promotion because they viewed me as a problem solver. Even at meetings, I used to solve problems there and there. Other companies go on for weeks and months and things go. So that I finished up being the regional director of a big corporate company, over 1,500 people, because I used problem solvers, and I was on a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be of interest to our listeners today.
Yeah.
So you use this tool to identify the problems, the cause of those problems, and then solutions for them as well.
And then I took action. They say procrastination, and is the thief of time. You've got to take action, or the right and left brain sensor saying he's not serious. So every time you get a piece of paper, problem, left brain. Causes, what's the real cause? What's the real cause? And I went into depth. You've got to come out of the now. Then solutions, that the right brain, 100 billion brain cells will give you solutions. Then you pick one solution out, Andy, and then you take action immediately. It doesn't matter if it's in the middle of the night, you take action. And you feel great for it, your confidence, your belief goes up, and people respect you for it.
Well, one of the things that I say is that knowledge will get you started. If you know something, you can do something about it. Action will take you further, but attitude will actually carry you all the way. And I think it's that attitude you have is that I'm not going to be defeated by these problems. I'm going to challenge them. Excellent. I'm going to solve them. And that's what you do, isn't it?
That's first class, yeah. That's what I do.
Excellent. So you've got a course that will help our listeners with this.
100%, Andy. It'll change their lives forever. They'll be in demand, the business will grow, they'll always get promoted.
I believe the title is called The Indispensable Problem Solving Tool.
That's right, to be indispensable, to be in the top 10% of the world's population.
Wow.
Once they learn this, there'll be no stopping them.
Fantastic. And on there, they're going to learn about problem solving.
We go into depth, Andy, how to really use the left-hand side of the brain, the left brain hemisphere, the problem, and then the left brain, the cause. You write the cause down, problem, and then you move into the right brain. And the right brain is the creative brain. Then you come up with solutions. And then the last one, you take action, you don't procrastinate. We go through this in detail. And I've seen thousands of people all over the world. I've been to India, Abu Dhabi, Perth, Sydney, Africa, and we teach them to do this, and they never look back, Andy.
And I also understand from the course that you give them a model and strategies for problem solving.
We give them a easy model, and we give them strategies how to do it. And on the course, because it's online, you can view it 24/7 on trains and buses, taxis, at home, switch off the soaps, and they feel better for it. It's highly motivational.
Fantastic. Well, I think that's all the questions I've got for you now. I know that you're not going to be able to be with us tomorrow, unfortunately, but we will have a question and answer session, and I'll take the listeners through that.
Yes, thank you, Andy. Great to appreciate it.
Thank you very much. It's great to see you, John.
Thank you.